Hey, welcome to day 64. Just packing up. You can see our beautiful camp spot by the river. Everyone's almost ready to go. It's about 6:45. Be leaving here shortly. We decided to lay up short of Muir Pass just because it's too much of a push to go over. There's no way we can do 22, 23 miles over this terrain at this altitude and with the snowpack. So we're going to go as far up as the mountain as we can. We got a little bit down, a couple miles down. We'll go as far up as we can. I think there's a tent site about 2 miles from the top. And we'll hold up there, get an early start tomorrow and go up and over. Looks like it's another gorgeous day. The weather here is just fantastic. Every day is just sunny blue skies. Occasionally you get a couple clouds just for interest, but nothing threatening. It's just beautiful. A little chill in the morning, but not bad. It was like, I'm trying to remember what my thermometer said. I think 40 was the overnight low, and it's probably in the high 40s now. Maybe 46, 47, 48. But once you get moving, you warm up quick. I guess that's about it. We had to, camp by a nice flowing stream, so it's just that constant white noise of the water rushing by. I slept really good last night, so hopefully today will be better than yesterday. Yesterday was a little bit of a struggle. It was good in the morning, but after lunch, going down the north face of Mather Pass was hard. It was just not scary, just a lot of hard work with the terrain. So we'll see what today brings. I think since we're near the bottom, we're going to get some stream crossings, so everything's wet. But aside from that, it should be a pretty straightforward day. We'll see on down the trail. A shot of the Kings River. I can buy this all day today. It's gorgeous. Still headed down. Haven't seen ferns in a while. Seen some forest, but ferns up in the Sierras. Haven't seen those in a while. Nice little change of pace. Once again, the mighty Kings River. Water everywhere. See it up in the mountains, along the trail, here in the meadows. Spring and early summer, up in the Sierras, there's just gobs of water. Okay, so here we are, the middle fork. Finally going to cross it, but we have a bridge. A little bit worn, but a bridge nonetheless. Sure, we don't want to cross this without the bridge. Okay, for today's lunch we got tortilla with peanut butter and pepperoni. I made a mistake, and I got the creamy peanut butter, not the crunchy. So, and I got a full jar. I got a pound of this. So all week long, I've been sucking up creamy peanut butter instead of crunchy. So maybe that's why I'm having a tough time getting up these hills. But the pepperoni's pretty good. That adds a little flavor, a little bit of protein. I got some Cheez-Its that aren't crunched up yet, and I think I got a Snickers bar in the bag there somewhere. Might even have a piece of apple left. I'll probably save that for dinner. So that's what's on for lunch today and pretty much all week. We're headed up to Muir Pass. I think we're going to stop short just because it's lunchtime now. It's 5 miles to the top, and then by another 5 miles down to the first campsite. So I don't think we can do 10 miles in the afternoon. So we'll probably stop short, do about 3, a little bit over 3, and then call it an early day, get an early start tomorrow. So on the downside, of Muir Pass, I think about 14 miles away from us now, is the bridge outage that got washed out last spring. So there's different alternate routes. Earlier this morning we passed the trail junction to Bishop Pass, where you could go back out to Bishop and then do a road walk and then go up South Lake or North Lake, one of those two, and get back on the trail. But you miss about 30 trail miles, and that's about a 30-mile detour, including like a 15-mile road walk. So that's not real stellar of an alternate. So a lot of people that we left with were talking about doing this over the top route. You know, it's about 3-mile cross country up and over a ridge line. I think you go up 800 feet, and the total up and down is about 3 miles, and you bypass about 2.5 miles of the trail. So that's much more attractive, even though it's off route and there's no trail. So that's what we're doing. I think that's what a lot of the people that we left Bishop, you know, the 20 people on the bus, most of them were going to be doing that. What's surprising is we haven't seen many PCT hikers. I think most of the kids that left the same time we did, they're probably, you know, quarter day or half day ahead of us. They're faster hikers. They're probably going to make it over Muir Pass today, but almost all of them were going up to Vermilion Ranch. So they only carried like 5 days of food. We're carrying 8 days of food, so a heavier load, but we're going to bypass a resupply at Vermilion Ranch and see if we can make it all the way to Mammoth. It's still the plan, but we're going to have to pick up the miles because we keep coming up short of the 16 average. So hopefully after we get over Muir Pass and get around this detour, we can boost up our mileage a bit, and we'll see how that goes. The other thing I noticed, not just fewer hikers, but they're all pretty much young hikers. So there's no one in our age range anymore. We're about the only ones up here that are still doing at least this section of the trail. I know, like Blue Collar, he's bypassing this section. I think he's going to meet his wife and skip a part of the Sierras. All the others are probably like, you know, under 40. So that's just an update of some observation on the trail. We'll see you on down the trail. Still working our way up the river, and it just keeps going up. Somewhere up around that pass. Miles from the top, mile from our campsite, we're hitting heavy snow. Praying our tent site's not in snow. We'll see what happens. More snow melt, waterfall into the snow. Going down what we just crossed into there. Been in the snow for half a mile. This is the waterfall coming all the way down and underneath the snow bridge. Or snowfield. See it right through there. And down through there. Water everywhere. And this is, we're climbing just straight up a rock face. After you've done like 12 miles of this, it's just exhausting. But you just keep pushing yourself. There's only one way to go, and that's up. Okay, close out for day 64. I guess I misspoke. I thought today was summer solstice, or tomorrow was summer solstice. Anyway, this is June 17th, so we're still like 4 days away. Hopefully we'll be pulling into Mammoth on summer solstice, but we'll see. Today, made a strategic decision. Since the last couple of days were so hard, we pulled up short and found a spot on the approach to Muir Pass. So we're just 2 miles below Muir Pass, about 800 feet below Muir Pass. So we're pretty high up, We're going to camp at 11,200 feet, and we got lucky because snow started about a mile and a half, and everything's covered in snow. And our little camp spot here, we found a place to wedge in 4 tents amongst all the snow. So we got a little lucky there. Our backup plan would have been just to trudge ahead, and we could have hiked up the 2 miles to Muir Pass. It would have been tough. Everything's tough in the snow, but there is a shelter, a hut up there. It's actually a pretty nice hut. We'll take some video tomorrow of it. I think it was built like in the 30s or 40s by the Sierra Club. We could have cowboy camped in there and be somewhat sheltered. But this worked out. There were 2 good spots and 2 not so good spots. And Gandalf and Dr. Tom were fighting over the worst spot. But we all made it work. Today was much easier. We got up here probably, I don't know, 3:30 or 4. So it was nice just to relax and, you know, be able to set up and have dinner and not be rushed, and we'll get a good night's sleep. Even though tomorrow we're gonna head out. I think at 5:30 we're gonna be on the trail, which probably means 5:15, which means I probably gotta get up or somewhere around 4. I think it's about 6:30 or 7. I'm getting ready to go to bed, trying to get as much sleep as I can. Tomorrow we're gonna go up and over your pass, and then we'll see what the day brings us there. But we gotta start picking up some miles, or else we're gonna run out of food. And we'd really rather not have to go into Vermilion Ranch as a whole person bringing 8 days of food. So we've been averaging, you know, just under 15 miles per day, and we gotta be, you know, close to 16. So we might even be averaging close to 14. So we got some miles to pick up. But I think after this pass, the train starts getting easier, because it's tough in the snow. I mean, you can do it, but it slows you down. And when the trail's covered in snow, you got snow traverses, and then you're just scrambling down rock faces, and that just it really slows you down. You're going less than a mile an hour, and it just saps the energy out of you. And just, you know, you're just so focused and intense, and not slipping and hurting yourself. It just takes a lot of energy out of you. So hopefully after this pass, we'll see what Sheldon brings. But I think they start getting easier, and hopefully a little less snow. I do know this was a whole lot easier when I did the John Muir Trail. Not only was I younger, but we did it in August and September. So, you know, the trail is essentially completely snow-free. We didn't have these huge river crossings, and it was just a lot easier back then. But this is what makes it an epic journey, you know, kind of a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So Dr. Tom has a great T-shirt that he wears around camp. It just says, "Embrace the suck." And that's kind of our motto here, is you just embrace whatever the trail throws at you, and you know, it all works out. So I'm going to sign off tonight, and we'll see you bright and early tomorrow. I'll probably just do a short little shot of where we're camping tonight, so you can get a flavor of it. See you tomorrow. Okay, so Muir Pass is up there somewhere. So I don't know exactly the route, but I think we're going to go up here. I think that's Muir Pass. So we'll head up there tomorrow. Right now, you can see pretty much everything is covered in snow all around us. But we did find a spot here. So there's Blackout's tent and his beer canister. Coming around here, you got my tent. I got kind of a primo spot because I got a large footprint. And then Dr. Tom set up over here, and Gandalf set up over there. You can kind of see, you know, we got snow fields pretty much completely surrounding us, except on this little island right here. Still haven't figured out where we're going to dig a cat hole tomorrow, but we'll figure something out. All right, see you tomorrow.